Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going? So tonight I'm very excited because Alexia has prepared this a year in the making.
Yes, I've been wanting to show Nick this song for a very long time. And specifically, I've been wanting to because we just did the Joni Mitchell version, Big Yellow Taxi. And we're big Joni Mitchell fans. I knew this version of the Counting Crows before I knew the original. So when I found out, being a Joni fan, that she had written the original one, I just freaked out, but I saved the reaction so that I could show Nick the original and then this one so that we could both compare together.
Yeah. So the original is going to be in the description at the end of this
or
video.
Right here.
If you want to see, or right there. But yeah, if you want to see a reaction to the original, it was pretty sweet.
Yes.
I loved a reaction. And then now we're going to listen to the cover. So
I'm very excited.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you guys so much.
If you're a fan of the Counting Crows, welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff.
And if you haven't heard the original, go listen to it now. But if you're here because of the Joni one, good for you. Kudos for giving a cover a chance because I think it's a really good song. Of course, I grew up with it. This is from Hard Candy 2002. So this was when I was very, very small, and I would just hear it all over the radio all the time. So I have so many memories to this song because it was constantly playing.
Yeah, like I said, when we were listening to the original version by Joni, I said I do know the chorus. So if I'm familiar, I'll definitely raise my hand.
Yeah, okay, cool. Let's do it. And this is also, I just found out, with Vanessa Carlton. I never knew who else was on here, and she does a song called 1,000 Miles, which if you guys know is a very good song. And Nick just said he doesn't know it, so maybe we'll do that at some point. She has a very beautiful voice, and it's cool to know that it's her. I never made that connection, so let's go.
All right, thank you, and here we go.
That's a cool.
They paved paradise and put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. They took all the trees and put them in a tree museum.
Yes, I've heard this before, but I
and
don't
charge
remember
the
anything.
people $1.50 to see them. No, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? You paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
Right?
Hey, farmer, put away your DDT. I don't care about spots on my apples. Leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, now they paved paradise to put up a parking lot. One night.
Okay, so before this little
I'm like
change
sniffing
that's
my
gonna
food.
happen, what do you think? Do you like it?
I'm loving it, but I only remember that the paved paradise.
Okay.
That line from both, like I'm sure I've heard it, but when in 2002 I was listening to I don't know, Spastic Inc. and Dream Theater. So I'm sure I've heard it on the radio if it was as famous as it was, and they were very famous.
Yes.
Or they are still.
Yeah, they're great.
Then I'm sure I've heard it, but because that chorus is very memorable.
Yeah,
So
but I like this version because it sounds more mellow, I feel like, than the other one is.
Not as fast paced, it's more relaxed.
Yeah.
It's more like loungy,
this
smooth.
one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They really did a good job because it's always like when you do a cover, at least try to make it as good as the original or better.
Exactly.
And I think they've succeeded in making at least as good as the original.
Yes.
It's not something like I would like skip away
Right.
or like, you know,
And
I would listen to
you could
this.
see how this sounds like an original song. Like they made it their
They made it
own,
theirs,
you
yeah.
know? So I've always loved this song without even knowing that it was a cover. But yeah, I also love that I'm listening to it with a lot more detail right now, you know, with headphones.
Oh yeah.
I can hear like the
Don't watch
percussion
our videos,
and the,
please, with a phone.
Yeah.
It's not worth
Yeah.
it. It's like literally a waste of your time.
Try to
Always
put
use
headphones on when
headphones.
possible.
Even on the TV, I don't know. Headphones is the way to go because we have it set up as for headphones
Yes.
or a stereo.
Yes, exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah, on the phone, I would never.
Yeah.
I would never do
Yeah.
it.
But
yeah,
let's keep going
continue.
and see what you
Let's-
think of the rest. There's a little change coming up here. And this part just sounds so much more sad.
Listen, late last night, I heard the screen door swing, and a big yellow taxi took my girl away. Now don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? To be in paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, nah, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? To be in paradise, put up a parking lot. Why not? They pay paradise to put up a parking lot. Hey, pay paradise and put up a parking lot. I don't wanna give it, why you wanna give it, why you wanna give it all away? Hey, now you wanna give it, she wanna give it 'cause you're giving it all away. Nah, I don't wanna give it, why you wanna give it, why you wanna give it all away? 'Cause you're giving it all away. Yeah.
Why you wanna? Why do you
She's
want?
giving it all away.
La, 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 la,
Hey, pay paradise to put up a parking lot. La, 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 la.
Wow.
Oh my god.
It brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like what? Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean like 2002. Yeah, I remember like going to work with my dad like on Saturdays, you know,
That's
and like being there, just kind of waiting, hanging out, like in the reception area, just like being a kid, going on the computer and playing on Nickelodeon, you know? Like, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy how music can like transport you.
Is that the first time that you listened to it since then?
It's been a long time.
Oh,
yeah.
no, that's
Yeah.
what happens
Yeah.
to me when I listen to stuff that I listened to with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and then I listen to it again after all these years, and I can't take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm so
it's,
sorry.
No, it's good.
No,
and
no.
I loved listening to it and listening to it with you and
Yeah.
watching you enjoy it and
Yeah.
like I listened obviously with a lot more detail, and then since we just heard the original, that was pretty cool because I got to do a direct comparison, and I really like this version. I mean, the original is the original. Joni is Joni.
But this is a very beautiful version. I like that. Ooh, pa, pa, pa. That reminded me of
the other one
remember?
had it too, but it didn't feel as like
Yeah, but remember when we played Mario, the new Mario game? It's like "Doo-da-pa-pa."
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah,
It
you're
reminded
right.
me of
Yeah,
that.
you're right.
But very
But I also
sweet.
like that whole part at the end that they added, you know,
Beautiful.
because this version is
And the lyrics, obviously, because it's
the
like
lyrics.
when she said in the original, it's like it took my dad away.
No. Okay, so this is a thing, right? I think it depends where you're from because I always thought my old man was their father. But when we lived in Florida, I worked with people, you know, at the jail. And they
My
would
old
tell
man
me
is the
their
husband.
stories. Yes, their old man
Their boyfriend
was their boyfriend or their partner. Like, oh, my old man. And then I feel like the first couple of times that I heard that, I interpreted as the father.
But usually when you say old man, like, and Joni's from New York, right?
Yeah.
So she wouldn't say, it's not a silent
I
term.
feel like she's using it as like, because the other guy said
Let
it
us
took my
know.
girl away.
Uh-huh.
He said took my girl away. Why wouldn't he say old man if it was the father?
To
You
make
know?
it more romantic.
No, I think it's about her partner. But you guys let us know if you know, or we can look it up. But that part when like it kind of slows down a little bit, and then he's like, "It was late last night. I heard the screen door slam, and then a big yellow taxi like took my girl away." That's like very emotional, no? Because it's very descriptive. And then in this one, you can kind of hear the rain, like it sound. And I don't know. I feel like this one just really puts you there a little bit more. But I'm crying because of the memories, not
It
because
was so
you
hard
know.
to see you cry. So bad. Breaks my heart. But it's okay. Oh, wow. And this song has so many more listens than any other song on the album.
And then it's cool. It's an album closer, which is cool. You know, these are the kinds of things that you don't know as a kid, like the name of the album, Hard Candy. You know, like you don't know. But anyway, this was very good. I'm happy we shared this together. Anything else that you want to add?
I loved it. I loved it. I loved watching you react to it, even though it was my reaction. But I loved your reaction way more because there was so much backstory behind it, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I love. That's what happens to me sometimes when I listen to stuff. When I showed you IQ or Symphony X, I was showing it to you, but I'm the one who broke down because it brought so much memories.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Jason Becker, remember?
I know.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching this with us. Thank you for sharing. Let us know your thoughts. Again, if you haven't heard the other version, go watch it. If you came here because of the other version, good for you. Thank you guys so much. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe. We'd love to see you in the next one. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.